Hi friends, in this video we are going to discussing about NISM Series 5A Mutual Fund Distributors Exam mock test for Chapter 5. First question, which of the following document contains detailed information about a mutual fund scheme including investment objective, asset allocation, fees and risk etc. Option A, statement of additional information. Option B, scheme information document. Option C, key information memorandum. And option D, fund fact sheet. Correct answer is option B, scheme information document. Next question. Overseas fund of fund schemes can charge an additional TER of up to. TER means total expense ratio. Option A 0.1%, option B 0.2%, option C 0.3% and option D 0.5%. Correct answer is option B 0.2%. Next question. In case of a merger of two mutual fund schemes, which document must be updated? Option A only KIM, option B only SIT, option C SIT and KIM both and option D neither. Correct answer is option C, both SIT and KIM. Next question. An investor applies for units of a mutual fund scheme at 3:30 p.m. on a business day. Then which NAV will be applicable? Option A, same day's NAV. Option B, next business day's NAV. Option C, previous day's NAV. And option D, NAV after 3 business days. Correct answer is option B, next business day's NAV. Cut-off time for application is 3 p.m. so that NAV is applicable for the next day's business day. Next question. Which of the following document provides statutory information about the AMC and mutual fund houses? Option A, key information memorandum. Option B, riskometer. Option C, scheme information document. And option D, statement of additional information. Correct answer is option D, statement of additional information. Next question. An investor redeems before 1 year and the exit load is 1%. How much will he receive if NAV is 20 rupees and he redeems 1000 units? Option A 20,000, option B 19,800, option C 19,900 and option D 18,800. Correct answer is option B 19,800. Next question. Riskometer represents risk levels using how many categories? Option A 3, option B 4, option C 5 and option D 6. Correct answer is option D 6. It has 6 categories from low to very high. Next question. The applicable NAV for redemption of units if the transaction is submitted before cutoff time is option A NAV of next business day, option B NAV of the day of submission, option C NAV of previous day and option D NAV decided by the AMC. Correct answer is option B NAV of the day of submission. Next question. NAV per unit is calculated by option A assets divided by liabilities, option B net assets divided by number of outstanding units, option C liabilities divided by total assets and option D units into market price. Correct answer is option B net assets divided by number of outstanding units. Next question. Fund of funds schemes are charged at an additional TER of option A 0.1%, option B 0.2%, option C 0.3% and option D 0.5%. Correct answer is option A 0.1% for domestic fund of funds. Next question. Which document is typically attached with the application form and provides a summary of a scheme? Option A SID, option B SAI, option C fund fact sheet and option D, Key Information Memorandum. Correct answer is option D, Key Information Memorandum. Next question. Under SEBI rules, the minimum time period for keeping a new scheme open for subscription is option A 7 days, option B 10 days, option C 15 days and option D 21 days. Correct answer is option A 7 days. Next question. If a fund's AUM is 500 crore and outstanding units are 25 crore, then what is the NAV? Option A 20, option B 25, option C 30 and option D 50. Correct answer is option A 20 rupees. Next question. The minimum time gap between the filing the final SID with SEBI and the launch of new fund offer is option A 7 days, option B 10 days, option C 15 days and option D 21 days. Correct answer is option D 21 days. SEBI requires a 21-day cooling period for filing the final SID. Next question. The maximum total expense ratio allowed for equity mutual fund schemes is option A 1.5%, option B 1.75%, option C 2.25% and option D 2.5%. Correct answer is option D 2.5%. Next question. Which year SEBI abolished entry load on mutual funds in India is option A 2008, option B 2009, option C 2010 and option D 2011. Correct answer is option B 2009. Next question. Pricing for open-ended mutual fund units during ongoing offer must be based on option A bid price, option B repurchase price, option C sale price and option D forward pricing. Correct answer is option D forward pricing. Next question. In mutual funds, the difference between purchase NAV and sale NAV can mainly arise due to option A entry load, option B exit load, option C fund volatility and option D expense ratio. Correct answer is option B exit load. The exit load deductions reduce redemption value below NAV. Next question. What is the minimum NAV publication frequency for an open-ended mutual fund scheme? Option A monthly, option B weekly, option C daily and option D annually. The correct answer is option C daily. Next question. Thank you for watching my video. Please subscribe for more chapters.